Steelers trailing 10-3, trying to get more here. Big rush. He throws it long down the sideline, and there's a man under it. And it's caught with a marker down. That's a touchdown for James Washington. Wow. Yes, unbelievable. The marker down. Sheldrick Redwine complains. He's following his comments on deaf ears, and the Steelers a 30-yard strike.
Pittsburgh finished it. Welcome back to 5-Star Matchup presented by Steel City Blitz. If you dig our content, please subscribe and follow us on Twitter. I have heard the phrase 21-7 repeated at me over and over again for the last 16 days like it was the score of a Super Bowl, and I could not be more excited to move past that and restore the natural hierarchy of the Steelers and Browns. Maybe this week is when we finally get off to a good start. Every week. Chunk completions to Landry and Carlson bring the Browns to scoring range quicker than you can say Baker Mayfield is only good when he rolls to the right. And an awesome completion again to Landry on 3rd and 14 sets the Browns up at the 6, but the defense finally stiffens and TJ gets the first sack of the game. Cleveland can't convert on 3rd and they kick the field goal. 3-0 Brownies. After a few empty possessions, Browns take advantage of Edmonds in man coverage on Landry. Baker was going here all the way, and the Steelers need to avoid putting Edmonds in these spots. Not his game. A couple more Chubb runs get the Browns into scoring range. Cleveland lucks out here as TJ hits Baker's arm just as he throws it, but the ball floats right to Landry, who, to his credit, just catches everything. Third and 5, and Kareem Hunt cuts up the defense like it was the second contract the Chiefs would have given him, and the Browns take a commanding 10-0 lead. And it was right around here that I started to get just a little worried. But a duck dime! On 3rd down, we find out that not only does the duck have wings, he has cojones, and he drops it in perfectly to Jay Wash to finally get the offense going. Nice play, and love the awareness to take advantage of the offsides penalty. Clever little play call by Fiechner here on the reverse to Deontay, who is really something with the ball in his hands. I've been complimenting him all season, and man, I can't wait to watch him develop. Steelers get stopped, but Boz connects to put them on the board, 10-3. With 2+ minutes left, the Browns are unable to do anything on offense and do exactly what you never want to do. Test an angry duck. Incredible effort play by Kane to get the first. I like this guy a lot. Unfortunate miss by Hodges here, who underthrows Deontay. If Johnson doesn't need to slow up, this is a touchdown all the way. 2nd and 10, Duck stands in the pocket and slings a ballsy throw to that man they call Tevin Jones, who makes the catch of his career to this point for a huge gainer. This will be a forgotten, but crucial play in this game. Just gotta be smart here and make sure you get at least 3. Well, quack, quack, Ducky again gives his man a chance with pressure in his face, and Jay Wash comes down with yet another combat catch despite the interference. James might be the only dude to come out of more battles unscathed than Rambo, and man oh man am I thankful for his effort. Incredible play, and we got a tie ball game. With a few seconds left, Mayfield slams his hand on Bud Dupree's helmet and exits the game temporarily. He'd come back, but you have to wonder if this affected his grip from here on out. Second half now, and the Browns decide to give the duck a nice, still pond, and he floats it to Jalen for a nice gain. Couple plays later, Jalen lowers the boom for a first, and you just gotta love the effort out of this team. Sincerely, a beautiful thing. Welcome back to another installment of Duck's Dimes. A flap and a quack, and Hodges slings it to Washington, who makes another Rambo-quality combat catch. A pass interference in the end zone puts the Steelers at the 1, and the one and only Benny Snell football powers through for the score, and this game has officially shifted. 17-10 Steelers. Next series, Browns make it out to midfield, but the soon-to-be richest man alive, Bud Dupree, gets yet another strip, and Cam recovers. Gigantic play, and it's 100% effort. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. Bud Dupree should get the franchise tag next year. Little more Benny Snell football here, and man does this guy look like a feature back to me. Perhaps I'm being a bit too hopeful, but BSFB looks like the real deal to me. 3rd and 7, Hodges tucks it and runs for the first. Another huge conversion to Vanette, who does a ton of dirty work and doesn't get enough chances to contribute. Play keeps the clock moving and gets us into the 4th quarter. I don't even know how to comment on whatever the hell this was supposed to be. Clearly a disaster, Ducks just lucky the ball went out of bounds. Boz's redemption season continues, and the Steelers somehow take a 10-point lead. Jesus himself waves his terrible towel with glee. Now the only thing you can't do is give up points quick. Yet again, a couple big completions get the Browns down the field in less time than Freddie Kitchens' average workout, but a drop and a sack by the law firm of Hargrave, Hayward, and Dupree keeps the Browns out of the end zone, but they take the field goal, 20-13 Steelers. Okay, really all you have to do here is not turn it over and God it. First of all, terrible decision to air it out, either wrong route or bad throw, and worst of all, it's Deontay's effort after the pick. I've been nothing but complimentary of him to this point, but total brain fart to stop running here. Should have been down at their own 42, but instead returned to the Steelers' 30, and we are officially in what you might call dicey territory. Showing this because everyone hates on Edmonds, and this is an excellent and important tackle. There's a ton of space here if he doesn't take him down. Clutch play. 3rd down, and Jay Wobble busts through for one of the most well-timed and important sacks of the season, putting the Browns in no man's land. Cleveland decides to punt and controversially downs it at the 1. Dangerous spot, but there's simply no better time for Benny Snell football. Benny busts through for one of the most important runs of the season to get the Steelers out of their own end zone. A couple plays later, the Duck stands in with a free rusher bearing down on him and completes the crosser to Johnson, who turns it up the field to get the first. Again though, bit of a gaffe as he should just slide down and keep the clock moving. Could have cost them. In a game full of gutsy throws, this one was up there, as Hodges rifles it into Vance, who attacks the first down marker like I did Thanksgiving dinner, and keeps the clock ticking. Absolutely zero chance Rudolph ever makes this throw. I hate the throw on 3rd down here, and he should just eat the sack, but I guess that's what you get with young guys. But hey, you know what? You're up by 7. You got horses on defense. Time to win this game. A nice pass defense by Minka leads to an atrocious roughing the passer call on Bud, who makes contact literally the second Baker lets go of the ball. The Browns have new life, but it's a shame for them that karma is indeed real.
Mayfield again in the shotgun, gets the snap, throws a pass, and the pass is intercepted! And that's Joe Hayden, the former Brown. He's at the 45, he's at the 50, he takes a dive at the 45, and you can put this one in the history books.
Arguably the best player in New Browns history seals the game for the Steelers as Joe Hayden scoops the errant Mayfield pass off the turf and almost certainly knocks Cleveland out of playoff contention. A couple knees by the Duck, and incredibly, this game is over and in the bag for the good guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this year is insane. I can't explain how the Steelers are 7-5 without Big Ben, Juju, Connor, Pouncey, Tuitt, and more, but man, they just keep getting it done week in and week out. While I've been hard on Tomlin in years past, the difference between his and Freddie Kitchens' professionalism could not have been made more clear this past week. Freddie Kitchens knew what he was doing when he took that picture wearing the Pittsburgh Started It shirt. And that says a multitude about an organization that hoped to take a step forward this year, but instead is left looking almost hopelessly in at the playoff picture. For as important as that 21-7 Browns win seemed to be just a little over 2 weeks ago, today the Browns proved that they are, in the words of Herman Edwards, what we thought they were, which is a talented team that can't get out of its own way. The Steelers' loss at Cleveland was on a short week with a backup quarterback, backup running back, and backup wide receivers. The Browns' loss at Pittsburgh was on a full week with Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham, and Jarvis Landry, against a quarterback who was playing at Samford last year. I don't know who started it, but I do know that Pittsburgh finished it. Here we go.